bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit, little bit.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They fake the give. Newton. That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now the Washington first down.
Derrick Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Washington.
Completion, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Newton. Got it open, man. It's Ruggs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
It's a gain of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
Derrick Henry. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Washington.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
25-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
Newton's pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Trey Hendrickson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw here, hauled in.
Pass complete.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 2nd down. Now it's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
39-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd.
Now it's Newton. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And the Washington first down.
Play action. It's Newton. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones.
Newton's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. At the
Here's Newton.
5-yard line.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Washington.
Again, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Travis.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And my goodness, another interception. Isaac Yedem picks it. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
1-yard gain.
On 2nd and 9. Newton, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril.